2023 seems to be a year of mass uncertainty, as people are undecided about which way the markets are headed. Some believe the Fed has inflation under control, and they believe the next bull market has already begun. Others believe because of the new high interest rate environment and quantitative tightening from the Fed, markets will likely be taking another leg lower. Now, I think in times of uncertainty, it's always good to take a look at what the smart money is doing. And so in this video, we're going to take a look at 5 super investors, and we'll see, are they bearish or bullish, and also what has been their biggest buys and sells. As always, if you do enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, always appreciated. Okay, so let's begin with arguably the world's greatest investor. And number 1, we have Warren Buffett. And now Warren is 92 years old, so lots of investing experience, and with a net worth of a cool $105 billion. So what has Warren Buffett been up to? And here are the most recent moves of Warren Buffett. So this is Q4 2022, taking us up to the beginning of the year. And first thing you'll see is that he's mostly been selling out. And the biggest thing he did was reducing 86% in TSM, the Taiwan Semiconductor Company. So I would say overall, Warren Buffett is bearish. But the biggest thing he did buy was Louisiana Pacific Corp. So ticker symbol LPX, and this is how it's done year to date, and it's actually down. So this is trailing the S&P 500, and if you didn't know, this company is an American building materials manufacturer. So he's obviously seen something with supply chains and building materials, but so far this is not playing out for Warren Buffett. Number 2, and we have super investor Bill Gates. Bill Gates is now 67 years old, and again, a very similar net worth of $105 billion. And we can see what he's been up to with his Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So let's take a quick look. And this is the most recent moves of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Trust. And the biggest thing he did was reducing his position in Berkshire Hathaway. So mostly, again, he's been selling. But he did make a couple of new buys and added to one position, the largest being Hummel Foods Corp. So let's take a quick look at his buy. So Hummel Foods has been going since 1891, and interestingly, the company originally focused on packaging and selling ham, sausage, pork, chicken, beef, and lamb. So it's a meat company. And if you didn't know, Bill Gates is actually dead against meat and very big on fake meat. So this is a very interesting buy, but again, so far it's down on the year. So he'd have been better off buying the S&P 500. But again, like Warren Buffett, I'd say Bill Gates is mostly bearish, with the one exception of the huge Microsoft position that he took out in the previous quarter. This was a very large buy. For number 3, we have super investor Michael Burry, made famous from the Hollywood film The Big Short. Now 51 years old, and a net worth running into the hundreds of millions of dollars. What has Michael Burry been up to? Well, this is the latest activity from Scion Asset Management, his hedge fund. And interestingly, he has made a lot of new buys, reduced a couple and sold out of some. Now, I did do a full video on the Michael Burry portfolio for 2023. So you can see that on my channel. But one thing to note is that, yes, Michael Burry has been buying a lot of stuff, but he generally buys and liquidates each quarter. Whole new set of buys and then liquidates. Whole new sets of buying and then liquidates. So you could say he's bullish, but very likely he will have liquidated out of these next quarter. So he's more of a trader. But his biggest buy, he's most bullish on Black Knight. Ticker symbol BKI, and this is an American corporation that provide integrated technology and analytics to the mortgage lending and servicing industry. So clearly, this is his wheelhouse and what the Big Short was all about. And so far this year, it's up only 2%. So again, trailing the S&P 500. So far, no one has made big gains against the S&P. So let's move on to number 4. And number 4, we have Cathie Wood of ARK Invest. She would be technically classed as a baby boomer, even though she's in innovative technology and will have a net worth going into the millions of dollars. So what has ARK Invest been up to? If we scan the top 15, we can see again, I'd say it's bearish, as she's mostly been selling and reducing her positions. So again, it's looking more bearish than bullish, with a couple of exceptions. And the largest buy being Tesla. And she added 13% in her largest position. So by far the biggest buy. And the other noteworthy was a 19% increase in Coinbase. So obviously Tesla does not need any introduction. And check out the year to date. So far this year up 87%. So this is a huge win for Cathie Wood, and by far massively outperforming the S&P 500. So this was a very good buy. But again, overall bearish. And to finish up, super investor number 5, we have Ray Dalio, known for building the world's largest hedge fund, going into retirement at 73 years of age and a net worth of a cool $20 billion. So what has Ray Dalio's company been up to? Well, if we look at the snapshot again, it's very clear to see selling and reducing, and on a very large scale. So this is a huge portfolio of almost $20 billion, and these are very large reductions, 24%, 24%, 24%, 26%. So massive selling and going into cash. So just bear that in mind, with the one exception, which is their number 1 position. They added 17%, and this was IVV. And IVV is BlackRock's S&P 500 ETF. And you can see S&P is up about 5% on the year. So this was their biggest buy. So in times of great uncertainty, it's always good to take a look at what the smart money has been doing. Warren Buffett, I would say, is bearish, as he's mostly been selling, but his biggest buy was Louisiana Pacific. Bill Gates, again, I would say bearish, as mostly selling, but controversially, his biggest buy was Hummel Foods, which is known for being a meat company. And if you didn't know, Bill Gates is a big fan of fake meat. So something clearly going on there. Big Shorts Michael Burry was mainly buying, but then he does tend to flip his stocks every quarter. Cathie Wood, also bearish, mostly reducing her positions, but they did see a big opportunity with Tesla and Coinbase. And finally, Ray Dalio, but again, I would say very bearish with large-scale reductions and selling into cash, with the exception of building up his number 1 position, BlackRock's S&P 500 ETF. So there you are, guys. Those were the recent moves of 5 super investors. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think below. But for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.